This is Landmark after the huge combat update that happened yesterday. I have managed to build the sword and shield, the dark steel sword and shield. Here it is. This is all on Ultra, by the way, in terms of graphics. I am currently running barbed armor, which basically reflects damage back and has high armor, which is good for me since I'm playing a tank. Scout's hood with some more offense, boots of the Zephyr, mercenary gloves. I need better ones, but anyway, these are just harvesting stuff. Oh, this one is crushing might. Okay. Otherwise, here are some stats. I'm running a light stone, by the way, so I can see. Okay, so when you're in combat, you have mouse look, so no right and left, no right mouse button panning. Although that can be worked around. If you open up an inventory, you get your mouse and you can do all this good stuff. The only thing you have to do is unbind right click from the secondary ability. I guess I should show. These are all the options. So my normal attack can charge up or not, for example. Here it is. Oh, sorry. Here it is charging up. And then it does more damage and it also heals me. My second attack siphons energy, slows them, and heals my armor. My special attack is Globe of Darkness, which adds an absorption shield for like 400 or something armor. Oh, I heard a monster back that way. Sorry, I think there's a memory leak in the game, so I periodically get horrible frame rates. Or, you know, sluggish performance. Okay. So there are 4 different mobs in the game. This is one of them. The Pale Slug. You can see the Abomination going away the other direction. There's also a Chomper, which is like a plant, and a Wisp, which only apparently appears on the surface. So on my HUD, you can see on the left, the yellow is armor, the red is health. On the right, there is energy or mana, whatever. So you'll see I'll use my alternate attack. Try and give you a good view of it. This guy knocks back, so I try to stay with my back against the wall. Okay, here it is. I'm siphoning energy, and you can see my mana is depleting on the right, and my armor is going up. Now I use my shield, and you can see some green absorb going on there. So yeah, again, this is the dark sword and shield. You have to craft this, and it's a bit expensive, but it's doable. Yeah, the general gameplay is tank and spank. I can also fast click. I do less damage, but it's faster. It also doesn't heal me. So I think that the way you're supposed to play this is tank and spank mode. Okay. Here's an Abomination. You'll see a very different fight. The Abomination is... They kind of want you to melee. They want you to... I'm sorry. They want you to range this guy. You'll see he's... he can hit pretty hard. So I might move away and try and do this with a different weapon. Alright, let's try out. This is the staff. Staff is okay, but it's like delayed damage. What you fire moves slow, and okay, so that was one of his attacks. He can either shoot one rock or several. There was the one rock. I actually prefer, I really like the bow. Has a charge shot, get him out of there. Here comes a rock. Ugh, so annoying. Oh, you hear a mob behind me. Somewhere. It's really nice. They really have a surround sound system going with mobs, at least in location. Where you hear them is pretty much where they are. Okay, so I'm getting some damage here. Maybe I should siphon off some armor. Yeah, so you can switch weapons on the fly. It just takes a moment to load them up or to equip them. And so, yeah, you're not limited to one thing. So I'm working towards getting the wand, which is a healing weapon. It's proving a little difficult to obtain, or at least the components to it. Oh, just got an item. Let's see. Oh, that's great. That works really well with my my secondary. Get rid of that. So you see I'm full. These are broken weapons, and you'll notice the little sigil next to them. That indicates what class they fall into, primal or shadow. Here's a good example. Actually, yeah, you can't see it here. We can go to weapon. So this is a dark steel. This is what I made. So it takes these things called ether shards, and you get them from disenchanting stuff or salvaging, what they call here, or killing mobs. You'll see I got 33 ether shards from killing that mob. It takes an aspect, and depending on what you're making, the aspects change. So for a weapon, it's destruction, obviously. This one also. This is what I want, the Lucent Wand. It's a healing thing. Then you need essence, or essences, I guess. Dark Steel took Shadow Essence, right? And this guy takes Radiant Essence. Then it takes some stuff, so they changed the way it works. It used to be that you could just you could just mine Indicite and then you know, smelt it into its ore form, or into its bar form, I guess. Now they have it set up differently, so that, for example, that item now requires silver and iron and some of these ether shards. So that's been changed. You can only really mine the really basic stuff, right? So like copper and any stuff that only requires one thing, silver and gold. And then I think it starts bumping up after that. So that oh, another thing you may not have seen. Let's see. So I wanted to make an item, a weapon. In the Lucent one, I can start tracking and it'll keep it right here, right? And then if I said, okay, well, what do I need for smelted Indicite? Then I could just track that as well. Right? Okay. So then I know I can make 61 of them. So I'm good on Indicite. And I can just X out of that. And then I need Ancient Heartwood, right? So I think it's here. Yeah. Ancient Heartwood, and I can make, looks like 3 of them. Yeah, 3. And I need 7 more. Anyway, so that's a nice little addition. Yeah. Now I should note I'm using barbed armor, which you can see. However, there's also a rudimentary costume system. Oops. Let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, another thing. If you don't have any room in your inventory, you can't unequip stuff, which is laughable. But the idea is, if I equip an outfit, it covers it. That makes sense. So you can have both armor or not. In fact, why don't I just preview? Oh, you know what? It's hard to preview stuff when I yeah. Well, I'll show you some more combat, and then I'll jump out to town or whatever, up to the surface. Oh yeah. That's something else. So that was a little mushroom. I'll try and find one that I can show you, but it basically charges up and explodes. It's proximity. It's like a landmine, sort of. It's really sneaky. Oh, I don't know. You guys might not have seen this. This is a pulverizer. It's pretty cool. Let's see. It just cuts through Earth real fast. However, the downside is you don't get anything. You'll notice nothing here is changing because you're just pulverizing the Earth, basically. Okay, anyway. That was a grappling hook. Yeah, this is the memory leak for sure. It crashes every once in a while too. I wish there was a way to like dump like a reload UI or something. Okay, here is a chomper. This is another type of mob. So there's currently a little bug. You see, so if I attack him from here, then you'll notice he starts spitting at me and he starts attacking me. Okay, but if I move back to about 50 meters, then I can still hit him, but he can't hit me. So this is just tank and spank, or at least just nuke and nothing. But so I can show you some of the staff stuff. See, so they move kind of slow and then shorter range too. So really only works with the bow. Okay, well let's run in. So when you're near him, or it'll also chomp at you, and it has like a little tendril whip or something. See, that was something. Looks like I wasn't even taking any damage. So, you know, that was his little chomp. So he won't spit at you. Yeah. Oh, I should mention, this is, so there is surface, and then tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I think beyond that is the world core, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I think it's inaccessible to us. This is tier 5, so these are the hardest mobs. I should mention this character is only probably 3 or 4 days old in terms of playtime. So while I am in a guild, and they did help me out a little bit, they didn't help me with any armor or weapons or anything like that. All that was just me. So you're seeing me fight the strongest mobs in the game right now, and you know, they need some tweaking because this is pretty... Now it is true that, you know, the Dark Steel Sword and Shield is a tanking weapon, or, you know, so to speak. And so it is reasonable that these mobs shouldn't be too challenging for me.